guy. He is so cute.
What color are his eyes?
Bright blue.
Oh.
You open the door.
Is the doctor with him?
Well, I don't think so.
I'll be fine, ladies. Oh. Come on now, don't spread it around. How's it gonna look in my macho image if people find out I was knocked out by some lousy chandelier?
Yeah, well, maybe we'll just have to tell them the chandelier pulled a knife on you or something.
Look, Calvin, I mean, it could have been serious. I could have been bashed in the head. But I guess I'm pretty lucky I only got hit in the arm, right?
Oh, I don't know. If you'd been hit in the head, you probably wouldn't have gotten hurt.
Funny, real cute. Don't make me laugh, you know it hurts.
You, didn't dislocate that thing or anything, did you?
No, it's just sore. I'm gonna be black and blue for a month. I guess I knocked the wind out of me when I fell.
Yeah. Well, I don't know what happened over there, but one thing I do know is that you were what we call exceeding your authority by being there. I told you not even to go. It's out of our jurisdiction.
Wait a minute, you should have told that to Deborah. She's the reason I went out there to begin with.
And when you got there, Deborah wasn't there.
That's right, she wasn't there. As a matter of fact, nobody was there. No female in the place, except for the ghost of old Hester Atherton. Oh, and she's definitely no friend of mine.
Just have to cool it for a while, Nola. That's all there is to it.
We should be leaving soon, Eddie. I don't want to be late.
Didn't you hear what I just said? That cop could have been killed out there in that soundstage last night. Somebody pulled that wire I'd set up and bam, down came the chandelier. It's a lucky thing it wasn't a direct hit.
I feel so cool today. I think I better wear my fur.
Nola, what's the matter? Don't you even care about what I'm saying?
Oh, yes, Eddie. I care very much.
Nola, I think it's time we just forgot about the curse on Mansion of the Dan. What the heck, we've got a lot of mileage out of it and some good TV coverage, too.
Well, whatever you say, Eddie. It was your idea in the first place.
And it was a darn good idea, too. I still think so. We wouldn't have gotten half the TV coverage if we hadn't pulled that gag on Nicole Drake and then gotten Margot Dorn's daughter into the act.
You're really terribly clever, Eddie.
Well, okay, it's a bit hokey, but what the heck? The whole picture is hokey. You gotta give the devil his due. Unfortunately, I hadn't figured on that cup upsetting our chandelier gag the way he did. I'd figured that was going to be the beautiful climax of the whole thing. That iron was going to miss you by 15 inches.
Maybe it would have been better if it hit me, Eddie. Then you would have really made the curse come true. The third leading lady dies during production.
Cut that out, Nola. That isn't even funny.
Oh, but that would have been the perfect publicity story, wouldn't it?
The picture isn't finished yet, remember?
Yes, you're right. We have to finish the picture first. Before we can have one final publicity triumph.
Forget it, Nola. Let's just call the whole thing off, huh?
Oh, don't give up too soon, Eddie. I may have a wonderful idea for a thrilling climax.
Well, you seem to be in a very good mood for so early in the morning.
Yes, darling, I'm in a wonderful mood.
I don't see how you can be, considering what happened to poor Steve.
Paige, by the way, I just got off the phone with the hospital, and they say that Steve's condition is good.
Yeah, he wasn't really hurt very much, Brian, from what I understand. Well, what the heck? Why was he nosing around there at that time of the night anyway?
He was there to help Daddy, Uncle Eddie. You know that. He thought he saw those vandals come back again.
All right, if we are going to help Dad, I think we'd better get over to the studio. He's been there since 7 o'clock this morning.
Oh, yes, we must be leaving. It's a very important scene we're doing this morning, Paige, isn't it?
Well, I suppose it is. You don't have any more cute little surprises for me, do you, Nola? A little rubber rat up your sleeve?
Don't worry, my dear. Well, do you suppose you could spare me just 10 more minutes? I have two things to do upstairs before we leave.
Sure can, Mom, but try not to make it any longer, okay?
You know I'm very punctual, Brian.
Eddie, you think she's all right?
Sure, she's all right. Why did you ask?
I don't know, Eddie. I just saw something in her eyes.
Well, when Birdwell said he saw a red-headed female on his set, what else could I think?
Deborah, right. But how did she get in the place?
I gave her the key. I saw her yesterday. I gave her the key. I asked her to give it back to Owen since you didn't want me to go out to the place.
Well, I didn't expect her to use it either.
Neither did I. Anyway, I headed over there to see what she was up to. When I got there, Birdwell was outside waiting for me. He had a key, so we went into the place. She was here. She isn't here now. You sure you didn't see her leave?
Yeah, I didn't see her leave. I mean, as soon as I saw her in here, you know, I rushed to find a phone so I could call you.
Oh, that's great. I guess she came and went, huh?
Yeah, I guess so.
Well, at least nothing happened to her.
Yeah.
At least I hope nothing happened to her. Listen, why don't you go get the lights? You do know where the lights are, don't you?
Yeah, I think so.
Go.
All right.
Hey, Deborah? Hey, Deborah? Don't break your neck.
Okay. Oh, here it is. Here it is, but there's so many switches here, I don't know which one to pull.
Well, just pull one of them.
Okay. How's that?
Oh, it's great.
Good.
This is a nice place.
Yeah. It's real pretty, isn't it?
Yeah.
Really looks like one of them old castles, doesn't it?
So this is where old Hester Atherton lives, huh?
Who?
Hester. The witch.
Which witch? Oh, you mean the witch in the movie?
Yeah. You know, I hear she's a real person. At least that's what I've been told.
Hey, you don't suppose she was a real witch,
You never know. Listen, why don't you go look around?
Okay.
Yeah, and that was the last thing I remember.
And you still don't know what made that chandelier fall?
No, I don't. Got no idea. I don't know. Maybe the thing wasn't hung right, or Birdwell and I poked around on something. I don't know.
Well, I, for one, would like to find out. I mean, you were almost my first cop casualty since I became acting chief, and I want to hand in a perfect record when the chief arrives. Allow me.
Guthrie.
Guthrie, this is Saxon. What the hell are you doing in that hospital?
Oh, just getting a little R&R. It's about time you called me. I mean, after all, you're the reason I'm here, you know.
I didn't even know you were there until I called headquarters just a few minutes ago. Ed Anderson told me that you had gotten into some kind of an accident at the soundstage.
That's right. A chandelier got the drop on me. Hey, wait a minute. Let me ask you a question. Were you out at that studio last night?
Yeah? How did you know about that?
Deputy Birdwell saw you there. He called me. I rushed over. I guess when I got there, you were already come and gone.
Steve, how did that accident happen?
Oh, I told you, the chandelier on a set, it fell and hit me. Hey, listen, you better tell your friend Owen he's going to have to get himself a better set designer.
That's not all I'm going to tell him.
No, I'm getting out today. I just stayed overnight for observation. I guess I'll be carrying my arm around a sling for a couple of days, that's all.
Well, I hope you take it easy for a while then.
I don't know. Calvin's insisting that I go back to work this afternoon. What time are you going on duty?
Well, I just got my assignment changed, so I don't have to be back in until this evening. But Calvin wants me to come by about 5 o'clock for a meeting. He didn't say why.
Well, maybe he wants to chew you out for messing around outside your jurisdiction, you know what I mean? Hey, by the way, why did you go out to Glenboro?
Well, I just wanted to see that movie studio, I guess. And I've never been there before, so when you gave me the key, I got kind of curious.
Well, you were lucky nothing fell on you.
Yeah, Steve, listen, maybe I'll see you around 5 at Calvin's office, huh?
Wait a minute, you mean I'm invited too?
Oh, sure. There was a notice on the bulletin board. Didn't you see it?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I'll see you there.
Okay, bye.
Hey, Calvin, what's all the mystery?
What mystery?
About the meeting this afternoon.
Oh, well, the acting chief just wants to talk to the troops, that's all. Well, I'll see you later, huh? And take care of that arm. Watch out for falling chandeliers.
Hello. You never give up, do you?
Nola, Brian says we have to go. What are you doing? None of your damn business. I was playing some of our background music for a friend of mine, a musical authority. I thought he might be able to identify it.
Well, doesn't the label tell you what it is?
I think the label may be incorrect, all right?
Sure. No, we really have to go.
I'm ready.
Oh, I had the 3 of them under control. Then all of a sudden, did you take my temperature? Oh, you can get it again later. Then all of a sudden, 3 big guys jump out from behind the car. My whole life flashed in front of my very eyes. You wouldn't believe.
Hello, Dr. Hello, Doctor.
All right, Steve. I just was visiting some of my own patients. I heard you were in here. What'd you do, break an arm?
No, I just got banged up a little bit, that's all.
I'm sure. You're getting lots of attention, especially from the nurses.
Well, that's the part I like the best.
I understand that you were injured over at Owen Madison's studio.
Yeah, how about that? The curse of the Mansion of the Dam strikes again. I think I'm starting to believe that stuff myself.
I hope you're kidding.
Oh, of course I am. I don't believe that stuff. But you have to admit they do have a good track record, right? Trent Archer gets sick, quits the movie, and then the director, has a heart attack and dies.
Well, Trent Archer was sick before he arrived here. I diagnosed his illness and nothing supernatural about it.
Yeah, well, just the same, maybe if that lamp hadn't fallen, Reinhardt wouldn't have had a heart attack.
Well, he could have climbed a steep flight of stairs or heard a car backfire, too. I'm sorry, I'm not about to buy that idea that it was a curse.
Don't believe in witchcraft, do you, though?
No, I'm afraid I don't.
You know, old Hester Atherton was a witch. At least that's why she was hanged.
Well, I must say the lady sure looks the part.
Oh, Nola Patterson.
Yeah, I saw her in all that witch's garb and outfit when I was over there to take care of Trent Archer. That is a very effective job of makeup.
Hey, that's quite an honor, that sets closed to the public.
Yeah, I suppose that's a good idea, make the movie more intriguing by keeping all the details a secret.
Yeah, well, the Madisons are very good at keeping secrets.
Well, I don't know anything about movie jinxes. But haven't you ever heard of the curse of Macbeth?
Seems to me I remember something about that. Oh, I played Duncan once on the stage.
And did anything go wrong?
Utter tragedy. The elastic in my tights broke.
Worse than that has happened. 2 actresses were almost killed playing Lady Macbeth. Sybil Thorndike was almost strangled by another actor, for instance.
Oh, that sounds familiar.
Another actress sleepwalked right off stage and fell 15 feet.
Wasn't there a time when Sir Laurence Olivier almost got killed by a weight?
That sounds like Mansion of the Dam.
In the 1942 production, 3 people died. The set designer committed suicide. And there have been fires, too. One as recent as 1971.
Oh, but you're a mine of cheerful information, Mr. Rafferty.
There was also a murder, right on stage. An actor playing Macbeth substituted a dagger and killed the actor playing Duncan. You got off lucky, Mr. Maysfield.
All right, everybody, we're ready to start here. I want to start with scene 225, please, and I'm going to be shooting this myself. Elliot, you were over by the fireplace, and Miss Patterson, your marks are by the sofa. All right. Can I have sound, please?
Speed.
Let's slate it, Wally.
Scene 225, take 1, sound 172.
Action.
Oh, you've done marvelously well, Hester. You've made your lovely cousin appear as mad as the proverbial hatter. I understand she never leaves her room.
Oh, she's afraid to leave. As much as she fears that room, she fears the outside world much more.
And why shouldn't she? At least she's familiar with her own nightmares. Why should she go out and encounter those of others?
She lies there in her bed every night and listens to the rats scurrying between the walls. Of course, there are no rats, but Patience believes they're there. She lies in her bed, quivering with fear that some giant rodent will begin to chew through the plaster and break into her room.
The poor child, Hester. You must do what you can for her.
Oh, yes, that's what I told my fiancé. I cannot bear to think of my own happiness until I've helped that poor child.
And for people in her condition, there's only one thing that will help.
Oh, yes, yes. Poor Patience must be confined. She must be put in a place where she can be protected against her own madness, for surely it will grow through the years.
Her fiancé must be deeply saddened, Hester.
Yes, you know how much he likes her.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, but he can only agree that it would be best. Oh, there, that's my attorney. I asked him to make the arrangements.
Yes, I must make arrangements of my own.
Oh, come in, Edmund.
Hester, is what I hear true? You're sending that poor child to the asylum?
Yes, Edmund. I'm afraid it's the only possible answer.
But how can you be so cruel to her? But she is disturbed, but to confine her in that terrible place would surely destroy her reason.
Her reason is gone now.
Hester, I have talked to her. Oh, she is frightened, and she's plagued with dreams and nightmares and even hallucinations. But Patience is sane. She speaks of her fears rationally.
You told me to be her guardian, Edmund, and that I have done. And as her guardian, I have the right to care for her as I see fit.
Hester, I beg of you, please do not do this terrible thing. Have pity on that helpless child, that orphan.
I can only do what I believe is right.
Very well. You are in the right.
Cut! Right. Mother is really enjoying this.
All right, Mom, now when you have to stab Patience, press this button. The blade will retract. When you stab the desk, leave your thumb off the button. Okay?
Yes, I understand.
All right. Good. Joe, would you set this up for us, please? All right, everybody, can I have your attention, please? Now, I don't need to remind you all how important this scene is. It's the scene where Patience discovers Hester is a witch. So I want everybody to be on their toes, all right? I want to do a dress rehearsal here. You ready, ladies?
Yes, ready. Ready.
All right, Joe, when I give you the cue, we'll use the music as background atmosphere. All right, places, everybody. This is a dress rehearsal. And cue the music. Action.
Prince of eternal darkness, come unto me. Master of foulness, hold out thy hand. Breathe thy tongue of fire upon my face. Scorch my lips with thy searing kiss. Brand my soul with the irons of hell. I accept thee, Lord of Evil. My heart yields to thy power. Brutus, Metahim, Frugativi, et Athalavi. Thus I evoke thee, Satan! You!
Cousin Hester? Oh, God in heaven!
You are spying on me! Spy!
No! I just came to ask you not to send me to that place.
And now you have seen what no other eyes have seen. And those eyes must now be closed.
No,
forever.
no, please, no.